Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another scorching day here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Today we're going to take you to a restaurant that has classic Vietnamese dishes and is one of the best in the city. So if you're new to Vietnam or you live here and have visitors coming, this is the place to bring them, we think.
Yes, we absolutely recommend this place, and yeah, we brought lots of people here before, so let us show you it.
And let's hope it's as good today as it has been in the past.
Yes.
Hello, can we get a table for two?
Yes.
Oh, it's quite noisy. You can't sit at the end? Yeah, thank you. So Quan Bui is not unlike Bet Me In that we went to last week, and that was the last video we had out. So it's quite similar in that it specializes in Vietnamese cuisine and has a lot of different dishes, but
if we look, for example, at the spring rolls, the picture at least has the nice fresh herbs next to it, which is the more traditional way of serving this dish. So if you come here, I think that it is much more traditional than the last place we showed you.
Bet Me In.
Bet Me In, that's right. So this is a place that we often bring visitors. My mom and I came many times, not to this branch, but to this restaurant, and she loved it. She still remembers this name. And she always says, oh, have you been here recently? Because it's so delicious.
Yeah, so it's called Quan Bui, and the one we went to last week was Bet Me In, and we also brought some kiwi whānau here.
Yes, yes. And also we met another couple of subscribers at a restaurant that's Quan Bui as well, but another branch as well before. So we've been here with a lot of different people, and everyone always enjoys it.
All right, Em, can you remember?
Remember rest.
Can we get the cha yo, which one is it? This one?
Yes.
Okay, this one, central. Yeah, with pork and prawns. And we'll get the mango salad with prawns. And we'll get the thịt kho trùng.
Yeah. Thịt kho trùng, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we need rice with that?
With steamed rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And does the steamed rice come with it?
Or is it extra?
Maybe some steamed rice.
You have to pay more or
pay more.
together?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. And what are we drinking?
I think I'll have a Huda.
Food everything.
Yep.
I have a tiger beer draft.
And also we want a water, right?
Yeah, get
Okay.
a big water.
Big water.
water.
Yep.
It's only Avian one. Some still water.
Still water, right?
Yeah.
Still water. Yep, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you remember?
Yeah, right.
We'll see.
And this place has a really nice ambiance as well. That said, it's a little bit noisy, but it's got the nice lanterns hanging. It's nice and roomy. There's some pottery at the back. I just really like the look of the place. It makes me feel like, yes, I'm in Vietnam, which also makes it nice to bring visitors here because, you know, it's got a nice feel. The dishes are well liked by any Westerner that I've ever talked to. So definitely always a good place to come.
Yeah, definitely palatable.
Yep.
We'll see how this pork stew is.
Yes.
Because it did say on the menu with coconut juice.
Which we found out later, like we didn't know this dish, and it said coconut milk on the menu last week. And everybody said, no, it's with coconut water. That's why it doesn't look like coconut milk. That would be too thick. We're like, yeah, that makes sense, but it's not what it said on the menu. So here, they actually got it right.
Yeah.
They got the translation right.
They did get the translation right. So far this place is winning.
Yes.
Let's see if it's as good.
Yes, I have great memories of what I've had here before, but we're trying a couple of new dishes, so let's see.
Yeah, and we're comparing last week's dishes too. So we will drop in some clips of last week's dishes.
But I have high expectations that this place will be better.
Well, the beer has arrived, guys, and not a minute too late.
And I've got a big old ice cube in mine to put my beer in. Very Vietnamese style.
I should say not a minute too soon.
And Huda comes from Hue, so it's a Vietnamese beer from
You
Central
got
Vietnam.
your finger on it.
Do I? Okay, there we go. And you can
Huda
see.
is a central Vietnamese beer.
Yep,
An ice cube because
it's hot as heck here.
cheers.
Cheers. That hits the spot every time.
Oh my god,
So good.
so good. Our mango salad with prawns and peanuts has arrived. Now look at the color in that, guys.
Doesn't that look better than last week? And look at those prawns this time.
Yeah.
Those aren't frozen.
These aren't frozen. It looks delicious, doesn't it?
And a whole plate of those prawn crackers.
Let's try a prawn. Definitely not frozen.
All right, do we put some sauce on?
Chip it on. Yep.
There we go.
Put a bit in your bowl.
Okay.
Give it a whirl.
Yep. So you can see the mango, some fresh herbs as well. We've got dried onion and peanuts on the top. And some carrot, and then those beautiful prawns. If I can get one.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a go. I want a prawn, but I also want some of that delicious mango. That's good.
Fresh.
Fresh, refreshing, and crispy. Oh, I love the salads in Vietnam, and this one is much better than the other place. It's not the same salad, but much fresher, much more complex. A lot of different flavors, a lot of different textures, a little bit of chili, and also a really nice sauce for on it.
Look at that, guys. That is just a bowl of goodness. Lots of mango. Let's give some of this mango a go with the dressing. Wow. The sweetness of the mango with that pop of chili in that dressing. Wow. That's very good. And the spring rolls have arrived, and what a difference. No Western salad like last week. Wrapping leaves, a few herbs. Looks good, doesn't it?
This is more what you expect, you know. I was really disappointed with the spring rolls in the last place because that is not how they serve spring rolls in Vietnam.
That isn't.
This is the way.
Yeah, and look at that dipping sauce. That is not watery. It does look like the same sauce as on the salad though, but it was a delicious sauce.
It was, no complaints.
Lip smacking good.
Yeah.
Really lip smacking good.
All right, let's get some herbs. Let's see. All
So you
right,
got your bed?
I've got my little bed, and you wrap it up, put it in, wrap it up like a little vegetable wrapped burrito.
Like a little pierogi.
Yeah, and dip it. Oh, that is not runny at all.
Pork and prawn.
So
How's
good.
the flavour?
A little bit peppery, you know, a little bit spicy. Nice pork and prawn filling, a lot of filling in there. The vegetables just offset that fried spring roll so nicely. Give it a little bit of a fresh feel, a little bit of a, you know, tang, a little bit of a crunch. I love it.
Superb. Okay, let me try one of the spring rolls alone and let's see how they taste. Because even though spring rolls weren't served well last week, they were tasty. These are probably better. Very good indeed. Our pork cooked in coconut juice with eggs has arrived. Now they did state coconut juice / water on the menu here, unlike the other place which got the translation wrong and called it coconut milk, which it wasn't. Here we have it, and the first thing you notice is the very large pieces of pork. Also, the 2 eggs are still not opened. They're boiled eggs, but they're still whole. So the presentation is quite different than last week's, although it's got a little bit of chili on there. There's a little bit of juice in there. So let me try that broth, which is what, well, the first thing I notice is how much darker it is than last week. Let's see the taste. Wow, that does have some sweet overtones. That is really nice. Wow, I'm eager to try this pork. Steph, here, let me help you get this bit of pork out. Yeah.
I didn't realize how huge that was.
But I want you to try this piece.
Yep.
Because it's got the fat on top, and you ate the fat last week. I want you to compare it this week.
Okay, I hope it falls apart like last week's.
Righto.
Okay. We also had a lot of people tell us we needed it with rice. So we have rice this time, so should be happy with that. Let me try some of that fat. Falls apart.
Oh my God, it's so soft.
Oh, so good. I just changed my assessment from last week when I said I would go back to that restaurant. I will never go back to that restaurant. I will only come here.
For this dish.
For this dish and all the other dishes. So this was the star of the show last week. This is even better here. And so every other dish was better as well. So forget the other place. Come to Kwambui.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Show us, pick it up and show us that. Oh, that just came apart like nothing.
I mean, I do not usually like fat. You know, unless it is crispy
and rendered.
This is delicious. Amazing. And look at that. Look at that bit of pork. Amazing. Oh, I'm in love.
That's superb, isn't it?
Let me get some of this rice.
Now, grab your spoon. Lost that bit. Forget the rice. Grab the spoon and try that broth.
That's so much darker. Wow. Sweet, salty, and just so savory. Lovely.
All right. Now, last week I was quite critical of the eggs being rubbery. Now, are they overcooked this time? And are they rubbery? Let's see. Wow. I think they're pretty overcooked. Wow. Yep, grey again. So you can see the grey around the yolk there. And they're quite hard to, all right, let's not worry about that. Let's pick up half an egg and bite into it and see. Once again, the white is very rubbery. I think they need to put the eggs in the dish quite a bit later than they do. I think they probably put them in at the beginning of the slow cook, and they should just put them in the last 10 minutes. Because the egg is sealed, there's not much flavour other than egg yolk flavour. But when you add a bit of broth to that egg, it's bloody delicious. That is good. That is really good. But the egg, once again, lets the dish down.
Susan, you got to try that pork now. The time has come.
I would say the pork isn't as well cooked as the other place. It's not as soft.
Falling apart.
Yeah, the other place the pork fell apart. It's not falling apart yet.
You're right. The fat did, but the pork isn't.
Yeah. It's really delicious. We're so lucky to try so many great foods.
We are. And yeah. And nothing on the table disappointed this time.
No. Very good. Well, that was quite a feast, and to be fair, we did order rice, which we didn't have last week. So it's not surprising that this week we're feeling a little more full.
No kidding. I don't think I could go for dessert after this.
No.
Unlike last week, so this is going to be it for me.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
All right, Steph, the first dish to come out was the mango salad with prawns and peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
What was your rating?
I think I rate that 8.5. I love the sweetness of the mango with that tangy sauce, the fresh prawns, and those crisp rice crackers that go with it, prawn crackers. Absolutely delicious. I love it. I feel so refreshed after eating something like that, so 8.5 for me.
Okay, I'll go even better. I'll give it a 9. It was a fantastic salad. There was nothing to fault. All right, the spring rolls.
Spring rolls for me were a solid 7.5. I feel like they're not the best spring rolls I've ever had, but they are definitely solid. So 7.5 for me for the spring rolls. Definitely good. Definitely nice with the fresh herbs and everything. Yep, that's my rating.
I will give the spring rolls a 7. Now, I did think that they weren't cooked long enough. The outer wrapper was still a little moist. And when you chewed it, it wasn't cooked all the way through. It didn't crunch. It still had a little bit of that toughness that you get with a rice paper. So for me, a 7. Yep. And the final dish, the pork stew in coconut juice.
I'm going to give it the same score as I gave last week, 8.5, because there were some differences in it. I'd say that the sauce it was in was better at this place, and the fat was equally delicious in both places, but the meat wasn't cooked quite as much here. So that's why I don't give it anything extra. So although overall I kind of feel like with the juice and everything, it was a better dish with that meat not cooked quite as much and the eggs being basically the same both places. I give it the same score.
Yeah, I forget what I gave it, but I would probably give it an 8 because it was a good dish, but the pork wasn't fall apart. The fat was rendered well, as Steph showed, and the egg was tasty. The broth was much more tasty, but the pork wasn't as well cooked.
Yeah, so basically the same thing, and I think you gave it an 8 last time too, so we gave it the same score. However, overall, this restaurant experience was much better than last time, and I said I would come to the other place with, with visitors and things like that. No. I will continue to come here. This is definitely a better place to come if you're visiting Ho Chi Minh City and you want to try things from an extensive menu, or if you've got visitors and you're living here and you want to bring them for a nice Vietnamese meal, give them an opportunity to try some different things. This is the place to come. I am 100% convinced now.
Yeah. We tried 2 specialty Vietnamese cuisine restaurants in the last 2 weeks, and this one does win hands down. Plus it's also got beer on tap, and that's always nice.
Always nice, and I feel like the decor here is better. We're all sitting like right on the street, which can be a little bit noisy, but you can actually decide to sit in aircon upstairs if it's a little too hot for you here. And it is pretty hot these days. So you've got more options of where to sit. I feel like it's a breezier, bigger space, and it's just a much better experience. And if you guys would like to see a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes with us and a little bit more about daily life and what we're up to, jump on our Facebook because we give a little bit more information there. And yeah, we can kind of keep you up to date with our plans a little bit more in real time than on YouTube. So feel free to follow us there if there's a little bit more you'd like to know about us and our life here in Vietnam. Sometimes we have some throwbacks of photos of us way back when we were just bubby travelers, so that's kind of fun too, because we've been at this for a while, and maybe sometimes we seem a little too, I don't know, blasé about things because we've been here a long time. So you can see some photos at least from back in our days when everything felt new and wild. Plus, some of you seem to be a little bit worried that I have gone off my exercise and diet, but don't worry, I'm still going to the gym 4 days a week. My running is up to 31 and a half minutes straight. So I have come way far with the running. And I'm also doing intermittent fasting, 8 hours of eating, 16 hours of fasting. So although you see a lot of food on the table here, this is it for my day. So, and it's 12:25 in the afternoon. So don't worry. I know that we're showing a lot of us eating in these latest clips, but that's just because we're showing Vietnam, which is where we live. It's hard to know what else to show you guys, but I have not gone off the rails. I'm sticking to it, and I'm down about 4.5 kilos now.
Awesome. And I'm also doing intermittent fasting, not as hardcore as Steph, and running every day or 4 days, 5 days a week. So, yep, you should be able to notice some weight loss. But besides that, if you want to follow and learn what we're doing and see life and just watch it in a 3-minute clip every day, join us on Girls on the Loose on Facebook. The link is in the description below, and we'll catch you in the next one.
We're Girls on the Loose. Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.